Hi there, I'm Mike Gales for Everlast Nutrition, and I wanted to do this particular video because I've had a few of you guys ask me about it. And so let's take a look at how to take a punch. We've all heard the expression, that guy has a glass jaw or he's got no chin, which basically means that he can't take a punch. On the flip side, we've also heard of guys that have an iron jaw or chin, which means that they take a punch well. So in this video, we're going to show you how you can take a better punch. But first, let's take a look at a few things that I've seen in other videos out there. I've seen some crazy guys out there giving themselves little punches to the jaw and chin in an effort to toughen themselves up. So first off, let's not do that. I've seen other people practicing with punches to lessen the impact. Now there's no help, but it also seems dumb. You need to strengthen your mandible. Maybe that's a good idea if you actually had weak jaw muscles that needed strengthening. But I don't really think that that's going to help you take a better punch. And so next, let's take a look at why you would get knocked out in the first place. First, you need to note that your brain is not actually attached everywhere to your skull. In fact, it's floating around in cerebral spinal fluid. And for the most part, what causes you to get knocked out and lose consciousness is basically when there's a quick movement or whiplash effect, which causes the brain to go smashing into the hard bones of your skull. And so it is true that you have nerve endings that run down the mandible, but the main reason why the chin is such a prime target to get knocked out is because a shot to the chin can increase the leverage to easily swivel your head. And a quick pivot can cause that whiplash effect, which sends the brain smashing into the skull, and then which in turn can make you lose consciousness. Okay, so the best tip for not getting knocked out is to not get hit in the first place. And I'm going to leave a link in the description below on how to block and slip punches. Now, I know you're rolling your eyes and saying, okay, funny boy, how does that help me take a better punch? So let's move on to the best piece of advice, which is try your best to see everything coming. Because the punch that's really going to hurt you is the one that you don't see. So the best tip really is to stay calm and try to see all of those shots coming. As long as you can see the punches coming, your brain will anticipate the impact and it will coordinate your muscles to brace for it. Now, far too many beginners solely focus on their opponent's hands, but you don't want to do that, and I'm going to show you why. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to jump on this motorcycle to give you an example of visual perspective. Now, if you look directly down at these lines on the road, they seem to be moving phenomenally fast, but then when you raise your gaze and look up, and use your peripheral vision to see those lines, they don't seem to be moving all that quick, even though the motorcycle is moving at the exact same speed. And now the same thing goes for those punches. If you look directly at them, they're going to seem as if they're extremely fast, and you're probably going to get punched in the face. So instead, keep your gaze fixed towards your opponent's chest and use your peripheral vision to see all of his punches coming. Also, while riding a motorcycle, I don't just stay focused at the little lines on the road. I'm paying attention to the big picture, and this way I don't get surprised. So I'm using as much of my vision as possible, and I'm anticipating what may come down the road. And so with your opponent, stay calm and try to see his punches coming, and I can guarantee you that your chances of getting knocked out just decrease dramatically. Now, of course, you can't always see every punch coming, and if you could, then perhaps boxing wouldn't be so interesting. And so let's have a plan B just in case you get hit. And what we're looking to do with that plan B is to minimize that whiplash effect when you do get hit. And so what we're going to want to do is strengthen the muscles of your neck and your trapezius. Now, even if you don't have access to equipment, you can always lie on your back and do some body weight neck exercises. So you can do 20 repetitions of neck flexion, and just notice that my shoulders are not coming up off the mat. I'm making sure to keep the focus on my neck. Then you could look to the right for 20 repetitions, and then to the left for 20 repetitions. Next, move your head from side to side for 20 repetitions. And finally, you can do 20 circles to the left, followed by 20 circles to the right. Now, if you're looking to up your game, then you can try using a neck harness with some weights for extra resistance. Here I'm sitting on an exercise ball, but you can use a bench or whatever you have close to you. And I'm going to keep this to 20 repetitions as I'm looking to strengthen my neck, yet I don't want to go so heavy as to cause an injury. And finally, for you guys that already have a strong neck and are looking to up your game even further, then try doing 20 repetitions of some neck bridges. You can also try doing 20 repetitions of some shoulder shrugs, and 20 repetitions of some upright rows to strengthen your trapezius. Having a strong neck and traps will really help you to be able to take a punch, as those stronger muscles will really reduce the movement of your head after you've been hit by a punch. So to sum up this video, I hope that your skills are so good that you never have your chin tested. But if you do happen to get hit, then I hope these little tips can really help you take a punch. This has been Mike Gales for Everlast Nutrition, and if you like these videos, then please click below to like and subscribe, as we're constantly posting up great tips and new ideas that